Alright, so I'm finna just drop the whole bandlab vocal mixing tutorial. It's hella easy. You just gotta follow this. Alright, step one, duplicate. Duplicate your tracks at least once. So pan it all the way out to the left and right, make a duplicate. That's how you make it sound much more full.
I want this to last forever.
Alright, you see right now the vocals are like kind of flawed. I made a shit ton of presets. Like all these presets are mine. I wouldn't recommend using like already made presets by somebody else because they're usually pretty ass. And every time you use a preset, you need to change it based on the song. You need to keep tweaking it. You can't just put a preset on it and make it sound good automatically. You got to tweak the effect. All right. But when it comes to mixing, first get an EQ. Graphic EQ is really good. The lower frequencies are like the bass notes, like the lower notes. The mid range is the mid notes, like I don't fucking know how to describe the mid range. Then the high frequency is the high pitch range. So the higher this is, the more deep it will sound. Higher this is, the more muddy it will sound. And then higher this is, the more high pitched it will sound. So
Sunshine on my face, no matter the weather. Woke up today, no weight on my chest. The rare kind of peace.
Hold on. And one thing you can do is you can click S, whatever the fuck that means, and you can make it like to where you only hear this. Never mind, it's not the right track, but yeah, you can make it to where you only hear that. Pretty useful. So let's do this. So you can get mixed just the vocal. See?
Look in the mirror, barely know who I was.
Alright, let's get this.
Trying to be everything, chasing fake love. Scrolling through the gram, feeling less than enough.
Yeah,
but the how it
you can
real
get
never
multiple
show
EQs.
when it's rough. Now I walk in my truth, every scar.
The graphic EQ is probably the best one. I haven't tried the visual EQ because I don't have bandlab premium. I'm not paying for that shit. But anyways, throw that bitch up. Sounds
Every
like.
bruise, all the pressure I felt, turned the power I use. They said love yourself, I know what that means.
See, it sounds a bit deeper when you up that. And then it's up in the mids. Let's see what that sounds like.
Till I cut off the noise and I sat with my dream.
See, it sounds more like airy. Like less bass. Less
No
deep.
more trying to be perfect, I'm just trying to be me.
That sounds better than I had the lows. Usually I lower the lows and the highs and boost the... No, fuck no. I usually boost the highs a bit, lower the lows, and then... Bro, I can't fucking speak, bro. I usually boost the lows. Reduce the mid-range, and then reduce the high range usually. But if I'm making like rap, mixing rap, usually that's what I'll do. If I'm mixing like some acoustic shit that I post, I usually do higher pitch. But yeah, see.
Took the chains off my soul, now I finally feel free. Told my younger self you gonna be alright.
See, that sounds a lot better already.
Even when it's dark, you a beacon of light.
All right, next step is compression. You're gonna need a compressor. Pretty much what that does is it pretty much evens out the imperfections, and you can make it louder. You can up the gain. You can even out the imperfections, so it won't have much background like hissing noise. You can also use the de-esser for that. It's also pretty useful. The digicomp is pretty good, but it's low-key kind of annoying to use. So I like the TechLab BA.
I want this, the weather. Woke up today, no weight on my chest. A rare kind of peace, no need to impress. Can we make this last forever?
The higher the squeeze, the more background noise it'll eliminate. The higher the gain, the higher, like the more loud it
Used to
will be.
look in the mirror, barely know who I was. Trying to be everything,
Let's see what they sound like without them compared to how they do it.
chasing fake love. Scrolling through the gram, feeling less than enough.
See, it sounds pretty good. Let's up the gain a bit though.
But the how it real never show when it's rough. Now
All right, so that's EQ and compression. Every vocal needs those two. You can use any compressor if you know how to use them, but I like the TechLab, and the graphic EQ is really good. I feel like reverb is pretty good for most songs.
walk in my truth, every scar, every bruise. All the pressure I felt, turn the power I
Yeah, I like to
use.
turn it down a bit. Usually not trying to get a large reverb effect unless I'm doing vocals or ad-libs, but for the main vocals, you just put a little bit of reverb.
Said love yourself, I know what that mean. Till I cut off the noise and I sat with my dreams. No more trying to be perfect, I'm just trying.
And then reverb, a lot of the times, it like can hide some of the imperfections, so it's pretty useful. The de-esser is useful as
Trying
well.
to be me. Took the chains off my soul, now I finally feel free. Told my younger self you gonna be alright. Even when it's dark, you a beacon of light.
I'm tripping. I don't have headphones on, so I can't hear this as well, so it might be kind of shitty, but you still get the gist.
Used to look in the mirror, barely know who I was. Trying to be everything, chasing fake love. Scrolling through the gram, feeling less than enough. But the how it real never show when it's rough. Now I walk in my truth, every scar, every bruise. All the pressure I felt.
Pretty useful. I mean, other than that, I mean, you could put delay on there. That'll, like, pretty much make it repeat itself. I mean, that's not really that used for rap, but you can still use it. Really good for ad-libs, though. Essential for ad-libs. And then Bit Crusher, I like that shit, but it's not good on rap. Works good on, like, acoustics, but that's about it. I mean, that's really it for the most part. That's the main four, actually, what I use on most songs. You can put chorus on there and make it like a little...
Turn the power I use. They said love yourself, I didn't know what that mean. Till I cut off the noise and I sat with my dreams.
Use that.
No more trying to be perfect, I'm just trying to be me.
And then you can put another
Took
EQ on there if you
the chains off
want.
my soul, now I finally feel free. Told my younger self you gonna be alright. Even when it's dark, you a beacon of light.
You can boost that.
Look in the mirror, barely know who I was. Trying to be everything, chasing fake love. Scrolling through the gram, feeling
Yeah, it
less
already
than
sounds more
enough.
clear. So you can
But
add
the
two
how it
EQs.
real never show when it's rough.
And
Now
then
I walk
if you
in my
want to
truth,
make it
every
louder
scar,
because of
every
the
bruise. All the
already
pressure I
lower,
felt, turn the
whatever,
power I
you want to make it
use.
louder, go
They
get
said
the
love
gain.
yourself, I know what that
Not my
mean.
favorites. Where is
Till I cut off the
the
noise
gain?
and I
It
sat
pretty much
with
just
my
increases the
dreams.
volume.
No more trying to be perfect, I'm just trying to be me. Took the chains off my soul, now I finally...
Alright, I feel like that sounds pretty good. You can save the preset. I already have a fucking million presets. Might as well just do it. Sharp vocals, yeah. Just call it that. Fuck. Good type. And there you go. Just save that and then put it on the other vocals. You don't have to put everything on again. Sharp vocals. No, I do not need that one. And then see what it sounds like with.
Used to look in the mirror, barely know who I was.
Yeah, that beat needs to turn the fuck down. There, and a bit down. Whatever the fuck, it's close enough. Bro, holy shit, why is that beat so loud? Like, I gotta add some gain to that one. Or lower the gain on that one, I should say. God damn. Why is it so... I don't know why the fuck it's so loud. Alright, let me lower it. No, I don't need to lower the highs. That's good. Might as well just save that shit. Acquire beat. Add a bitch to this one.
Noise and I sat with my dreams. No more trying to be perfect.
Now that sounds too quiet now that I have both of them with that. Low-key mixing is kind of annoying as shit. Sometimes you gotta keep going back to it and fixing all the little things, but...
I'm just trying to be me. Took the chains off my soul, now I finally feel free. Told my younger self you gonna be alright.
I like the sound of like the reduced little, like the lowered highs on the beat. Sounds a bit better in my opinion.
Even when it's dark, you a beacon of light.
Maybe turn that down a bit. And mind you, I don't have headphones on right now, so this might sound like shit right now, but I don't have AirPods in or headphones on or anything. I'm just using my phone.
I want this to last forever. Peace in my heart, no matter the pressure. Smiles ain't fake, my joint measured by what I honor.
Turn it down a little bit. That's pretty much what mixing is. Just adding effects, turning up and down, mixing the volume and all that shit.
Who I was, trying to be every.
And then after you do that, I recommend auto-tune on pretty much everything. So in A major, I usually use A major every time. What was that at? I'll do 37%. You can just tweak the auto-tune based on how you want it to sound. Alright, A major.
Chasing fake love, scrolling through the gram, feeling less than enough. But the highlight reel never shown.
Not gonna lie to you, this needs tweaked a bit.
When it's rough, now I walk in my truth. Every scar, every bruise, all the pressure I felt turned to power I use.